Hey, we're down at Timeless Arts Refinishing in Grand Rapids, Michigan. 616-453-8309. Check out our beautiful website at www.timelessartgr.com. Obviously, it's in Grand Rapids. We specialize in all type of antique restoration. Down here, from dining room furniture, to old quarter-sawn oak,
grand pianos,
hand-painted furniture, antique radios, kitchen cabinets. But right now we're talking about tombstone radios.
Philco
tombstones. Not the Zenith that's standing over here behind me, but the Philco. This is a Philco 16B tombstone. This one came out of Detroit, Michigan. This one's in a little rougher shape than this Zenith tombstone behind us. This one's really solid. The Philco here, for starters, the veneer is buckled a little off the inside and on the outer side of the core. The core is the board that the veneer is pressed on. So we got to press it. We got to glue that veneer down on both sides of this first.
Whoop.
And we got a crack on this panel. There's a panel that sets on this. It's got a crack in here. It's split. The owner wants this radio to be black in here. He wants this to be lightened up, a nice lighter maple color. So that's what we got on this side here. We got a crack over here. We got veneer to repair right here. Once again, this thing has just been stripped today. Looking at the front, we got a little gap going on up here where this leg needs to be taken back up. It's gapped down and glued in place. It's got enough flex in it so I know I can glue that back together. The veneer walnut panel right here seems to be in good shape. There's a looks like maybe a little crack right here or something. But other than that, this whole front panel is in excellent shape, other than down below here. On the right side of the cabinet, looking at that, we have the same issue going on here, but there's a little strip of veneer missing here, and we've got loose veneer on the, coming loose from the core once again. And on this, we have a much larger crack to contend with in the center panel, which is crack starts from here, goes all the way down to here. That won't be too hard to fix. We'll just fill that with some epoxy glue, and that will hold it from going anywhere. And if we need to put some epoxy putty in there and sand that level, that'll be fine. Once again, this side here is going to be a lighter maple look, and this side here will be the darker blackish look. And on the top of this radio, looking at the top, it looks like it's in fairly decent shape. And it is in pretty good shape. The only thing I really kind of noticed is that right along in here, where this center piece of wood goes and meets up into these two halves right here, I noticed it got a pretty nice sized gap in here. There's nothing really loose, so there's really no way I can put that thing back together. It appears as if it's probably just shrunk, split apart in the last years. I think the thing is probably out of the 30s, so it just kind of shifted, and there's a little bit of a gap on here, a little bigger than what we got on this side here. So we'll probably end up filling that with some epoxy putty and some epoxy glue just to hold that down so it don't go anywhere else. But there's nothing loose there. It's not like I can put a clamp on it and clamp it. So it is what it is. There's a little bit of information in here on the radio, which we taped up. We put a piece of cardboard over the top of the paperwork in there, and then we taped to the side of the cabinet. Obviously, you don't want to tape it to the paper and pull it off. So that's pretty much it. We'll clean the inside of this one up too. as we get rolling on it. So once again, we're talking tombstones. We got the Philco 16B tombstone right here, and over here to the left of me, or the right of me, we have a Zenith 835 tombstone. So thank you and have a good day.